Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. We're back once again talking about some LEC off-season news, the latest and greatest rumor, speculation news, all that good stuff going on in the professional League of Legends scene again. More specifically today, we're talking about Europe. We're talking about the Fnatic G2 back and forth that's kind of been going on the whole off-season. About 2 weeks ago, November 10th, Bloop had this tweet where he said sources, Fnatic's showed interest in Perkz, but G2 Esports declined to start transfer talks. G2 offered the superstar to the other 8 teams in the LEC, but never got involved with Fnatic, which a lot of people at the time didn't believe. A lot of people disputed. Bloop himself even says that he got a lot of hate for tweeting this out. A lot of people didn't believe him, thought that he was kind of making stuff up at this point. But then we actually have this clip that I think is pretty interesting and important to go through. So we're going to watch this video real quick. This clip's kind of been blown up, but I think there's a lot of good stuff we can take out of this and kind of react to.
Had interest on Perkz, obviously, and so we tried to sign him. Like, a lot of people were asking us if we actually did or we couldn't afford this signing. The reality is, as I said, we approached G2 to ask permission to talk to Perkz and see if they were open to start conversations regarding this operation, and we never got an answer from them. Should they have answered, like, we were ready to go like very ham on this operation, but obviously, like, if the rumors of the financials of that operation at the end in NA are true, obviously probably we would not have been able to reach that level. But our intention has been always like try to bring the best players, obviously, and Perkz is definitely someone that is not only inside the game but also out of the game, someone that can make an impact, and that's why that was our intention.
So, I thought that's really interesting. There's a lot of stuff there, obviously, coming from the Fnatic staff and management stuff that obviously they tried to reach out to Perkz. I think that makes a ton of sense. I don't think anybody's really surprised by that. He was the best mid laner available, and they did try to reach out to him. Obviously, they do say that they were denied by G2 Esports, and I think that's really interesting, and that's kind of like this evil genius mastermind move by Carlos, because not only did he not want to give Fnatic, their rival, a great mid laner, perhaps even in some people's opinion the best mid laner in the league, for sure an upgrade in the mid lane, but also if Fnatic was able to get Perkz, Reckless may have stayed. So Carlos made that decision that, hey, we're not going to give them a good mid laner. We're going to make them end up with Niski in the mid lane. And then our situation is going to look so good and Fnatic's situation is going to look so bad that Reckless is going to want to come to us because we're going to have an opening in the AD carry position. Now, in the end, it probably all didn't really matter because obviously, like the Fnatic guys said, the offer that Cloud9 put up was absolutely insane. I can't even remember what the final number was. Upwards of $11 million, something like that, something crazy between the buyout and the contract that Fnatic, obviously themselves, is saying they would not have been able to match, and most teams in Europe, if not every single team in Europe, would not have been able to match. Now, the question that we still don't know the answer to, and we may never know the answer to, is was Fnatic Perkz' first choice? Because some people are saying Perkz wanted to go to Fnatic, but Carlos wouldn't let him go there for a bunch of different reasons. Some obviously in the best interest of G2, and there's other reports that Perkz is saying he didn't want to play against G2. That's why he wanted to go to North America. That's why he wanted to get away from them, because he either wanted to play for G2 or get away from them. He wouldn't have felt right competing against his team, his brothers, whatever, what have you. So, I don't know. It is interesting, but again, it is interesting also that Fnatic did reach out, they were denied, and G2 had this master plan all along of denying Perkz from Fnatic, not only to not make Fnatic get better, but also to help G2 get better in the long run, which was, honestly, love him or hate him, that's such a good move by Carlos, and that's pretty much, just basic negotiating, leveraging your situation, taking advantage in every way that you can, because Perkz was under contract. Perkz, they didn't have to get rid of Perkz at all, and if the situation wasn't right for them to get better as a team in the long term or be better set up financially in the long term, then obviously G2 would have no incentive to do that move. Obviously, yes, there's some loyalty to Perkz and you want to do him right and everything, but I think he did end up in a pretty good situation in North America. Obviously, if he would have went to Fnatic, that would have been an amazing situation as well, but again, we don't know if that's what he wanted, and at that point, Fnatic may have even been better than G2, at least in the eyes of some people, for sure they would have been, so I do think it's pretty interesting, but I did think it was cool that we're finally actually getting some of the behind the scenes of what actually happened, how the situation broke down. And yeah, we still don't know all the specifics, and we probably never will know all the specifics, but we are learning a little bit more each day, and it is pretty interesting, kind of the back and forth between Fnatic, G2, how it all went down, and how kind of some of these rosters began to form. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it, leave a comment down below. Do you think Perkz would have wanted to go to Fnatic? Do you think Carlos did him dirty, not letting him go where he would have wanted? What do you think happened in this whole situation? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to update on the latest content. Check me out over at Twitch, twitch.tv/I_am_germ. $25 RP giveaway, first in the description below. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.